everybody, and welcome to Thursday. You've got 2 days to go until the weekend is here, and I want to give a big thumbs up and congratulations to those of you who took advantage of, like I said, with the martingale system and the minus 1% session that is due to occur on not only the SPX and SPY, but as well as on the QQQ. Tuesday gave you out the combos for yesterday. Wednesday's combos 5305, 5300, 5300, 5295, blah, 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 blah. With us closing at 5266.95, the $4.50 credit, 5290, 5285s, which is what we stuck with a week ago when we took advantage of this exact same situation. 5290, 5285s on the full moon on the day after NVIDIA reported, 900% the same thing yesterday, 900%. Find somebody who's going to give that to you. Ain't going to happen.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Yesterday, we did not get minus 1% on the SPX and SPY. Yesterday, we did not get minus 1%. We came close on the QQQ. So this is now 20 trading sessions in a row where we have not had a minus 1% day on either of those two, which are the most important two. And if you don't know why they're the most important two, I'll get to it in a little bit. Today, pre-market, we have GDP second quarter estimate, initial jobless claims. We get the GDP price index, but more importantly, we get the core PCE data. Tomorrow, Friday, we get the actual PCE. So today is pretty significant at 8:30 in the morning, and that will determine whether or not I'm wasting my fucking time even doing this, and you as well by listening to it, because price is always what's in charge. Let me go back over here to where we are, because yesterday could go fuck itself. 19.57 point range on the SPX. Keith, absolutely fantastic gain what you got on playing that bullish put spread. But dude, you are absolutely fucking insane to be playing a put spread, considering that we are at that level of where we are right now as far as risk with a downside move imminent, essentially. The only thing that saved you, and I'm only critiquing the trade is all. Only thing that saved you is these 7 fucking QQQ stocks. That's it. 19.57 range. Closed red. First red close, even though we closed below the open there on Monday. And again, going back to what you were already shared, with the weekly candle being 53.15, 53.91, and looking for a red week. Those of you that took the $3 credit on the Fridays, well, let's just say that you are pretty deep in the fucking money. And if you want to take the trade off, it's up to you. But we are getting a red week, period, the end. And here we go. So again, not much to talk about with yesterday because it totally fucking sucked unless you were selling credit. 52, 52.98, not violated. Today would be 52.14.28. A lot of money was made after hours over there on the 52.15 puts. And we had some breaks. We had some breaks that were taking place overnight, and I'll get to those in a minute. But again, today, for QQQ would be 451.88. 451.88 would start violating very aggressively. IWM, same thing taking place, which is starting with its dip yesterday. Although this 1.2.3 range yesterday, again, could go and fuck itself because that was total crap. Still need to get a breakdown below 200 to really start getting into anything. 32 trades on DIA. I'm going to get to that in a second, but let me run you through here on the indexes. SPX gap to be filled to the upside. Everybody has always been continually brainwashed since Israel invaded Gaza to fill all upside gaps. When Israel invaded Gaza, we knew that we were getting a bounce regardless of anything. And in the middle portion of November was when we started to begin getting rate cuts. Rate cuts. We're getting 7 rate cuts in 2024. We're getting 6. We're getting 5. We're getting 4. Now we're getting fucking 0. We hit the 23.6 retracement going back to the May lows. May only, 52.63.80. That was what we held all day yesterday. We got that little dip there last week on Thursday after NVIDIA's earnings reports on the full moon, where we made that 900% on that credit spread. We still have this gap going back to May 14th, prior to OPEX, which has not filled. That is our first warning level, right there around 52.40. 52.40 will coincidentally be right around where the 20-day moving average is today. So this is a significant warning level to be very aware of. Over onto the DIA. Ass bottom rocked. The jobs report gap back on May the 2nd. The jobs report gap is filled. We have violated the bullish thesis completely. And just so that you see here, pre-market time, the lows are 380.76, which means, bring you back over here, increase our font so you can see this clearly. And the 32 trades, which we have been putting out, and I will, you know what, not that, but this. I will hide these. Come on. Hide rows. That doesn't help anything. Fuck off. So I'll move this over here. The 32 trades that we began at the very, very end of last year, we now have 28 trades completed. 1 failure. 1. And that was, as was very detailed explained, trying to jump in front of that JP Morgan train back in March. That trade never worked. Never worked from the beginning. And JP Morgan can go eat a bag of dicks because I refused to get in front of JP Morgan for now, and which was why I got into the DIA. On May 9th, I got into the June 21 DIA 380 puts, $1.78. I think I shared this yesterday in the chat room. No, maybe I didn't. I don't know, but let me go and look it up here. Whatever. You don't need to see that shit. $3.09 after hours yesterday, up 73.6%, and still 3 weeks left on this contract. 32 trades. You go make all the fucking excuses you want about wanting to do these special reverse iron condors and going over here and doing this and getting over here onto these long-term bullish. I'm looking for NVIDIA to hit 1200.
Baseball trick shots. Wait.
Simplicity. 30. Here we go. 28. 28. If you're trading on the plan, where's 28? Again, a lot of these are open, and as you see here in black, we've got 3 open trades still ongoing. 28. $1.1 million in the trade. 30% return is $333,933, which would leave you with a $1.447 million account. And you just need 1, 2, 3, 4 more trades to get to that 32 completed, which is intended to be where you make $1 million profit on one individual trade. And it unfortunately leaves you with a balance of $4 million plus, which, as you all know, you need to go and give half of that money to Zelensky over in Ukraine. A little bit over here that I'll show you in a minute. DIA rocked. IWM, not yet. Right over here at the 2020 highs on IWM, okay? On IWM, we're fractionally above the 2024 open. Now on DIA, I have not placed it here, only for my own whatever. I didn't do it. Over here, I do have it on IWM because we don't really trade DIA that often until we get opportunities, maybe 6 times a year. IWM, right around 2024 open. And then you got the QQQ, which again, everything is inside QQQ, and you have no movement at all. Nothing. We can't get shit done on QQQ as of yet. And the reason we can't get shit through on QQQ is because of these 7 stocks. Google, nothing, no movement whatsoever. Apple, nothing, no movement whatsoever. Fuck you, Facebook. Microsoft, again, no movement whatsoever for 2 weeks. Then you've got your AMD, your cheaper version of NVIDIA. NVIDIA, accounting fraud up the ass. Do whatever you want with it. Fractionally to the downside, still in the 180s on Amazon, and getting absolutely nothing whatsoever, nothing out of Tesla. Everything is stuck inside the QQQ. So we're still getting nothing. So today you've got your GDP, jobless claims, PCE, this, that, the other. It's fucking Thursday. We're 20 days without a minus 1% trading session. And I bring you over here to the futures look. And the futures, I'm looking at a 10-day, 15-minute, only because I want to see where we are 10 days. 10 days over here on the ES. Kabam. A new 10-day low, which means it has taken out the full moon low. The full moon low being here from when NVIDIA reported. This is starting to give me my confirmation that a full moon top placed when NVIDIA reported, and we're now looking for that new moon, full moon bottom as we go into June with a lot more downside to come. S&P futures below the 10-day, the 5-day, now currently below the 20-day moving average, with the 50-day moving average sitting fractionally below. And we are currently down 22 points, 0.5% basically. Come over onto the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 has broken not only the 50-day, but below the 100-day moving average and below the 2024 open, essentially erasing everything that has taken place since January 1. YM, the Dow futures, right to the 2024 open, just down there at 37,982. Well below the 100-day moving average. And just for shits and giggles, to bring it on here, the 200-day moving average being down very near the January 2022 highs, down at 36,942. But seeing a minus 2,000 point move, a minus 5% move in the better course of a week and a half on the Dow, go ahead, buy as many NVIDIA calls as you want. The NQ floating in this nowhere land. Below the 5, below the 10-day, but floating. Everything's inside the QQQ. Everything is inside the QQQ. Everything is inside the QQQ. QQQ right here. We get this little break down below 454. We press onto 452. We actually start to have a little bit of fun. So enjoy yourselves. Happy morning. Happy Thursday. Happy May 30th. Happy fucking birthday, Dad. He'd have been 82 years old today. And you know what? As they say, boys are born from doggy style. Girls are born from being, in the missionary position where you're laying down and your wife, your girlfriend, as anything that is not a man. Actually, that doesn't work. A woman who is fertile and above consensual age, who you have a relationship with, is on top. That's how girls are made. So cheers, Dad, for being doggy style, 52 years ago. Appreciate everything you've done for me, and I hope wherever you are looking down, I'm making you proud.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who Mate, we just started. When I wake up, well, I know, oh, he's coming back. And I would walk 500 miles and I would just be that